Hello everyone, welcome to today's video. Today's video is going to be focusing on crystals. So this is another pagan video for you, and I wanted to do a crystal video because that is my most used kind of item when it comes to doing spell work and stuff like that. So I have all my crystals in this storage container here. So I have two storage containers that I found off of eBay. I believe they're around £2 or so. But they're basically storage containers which are just kind of, they've got little bits of plastic in between each gemstone to keep them separate, and all I've done is put all my gemstones in there. And I've also, as you can tell in this one because there's a few missing, just wrote down what stones they are and basically where they're supposed to be. So when it comes to crystal magic, there is several things that you need to kind of learn and know about using crystal. So when it comes to getting a new crystal, so say if I picked up a crystal from a store, one of the things that you'll need to do is obviously cleanse the crystal because it has a lot of negative energy on there. A lot of kind of people have touched it if it's been in a store and it's been open. So you'll want to cleanse the crystal first before you even think of using the crystal. So whenever I get a new crystal, I will always cleanse it and then put it in storage pots. Now after I put it in storage pots, because it's not a silk bag, you kind of will need to re-cleanse it again before using it. Basically the storage pots is purely for storage. I never take a crystal out of the storage to use it. I will always re-cleanse it and then recharge it basically. So with the crystal, to cleanse your crystal, I've got in my book of shadows here how to cleanse crystal. Obviously this is my way of cleansing crystal. There's other people out there that use different methods, but this is what I think works best for me. It may not be right, I may say a few words wrong and stuff like that, but obviously this is what I picked up over the years and this is what I like to follow. So how you cleanse a crystal is simple. You hold it under running water for a few minutes, then you take it away, dry it on a windowsill. Now you can dry it on the windowsill in sunlight if it's a certain style of crystal, but other crystals may fade. So I tend to prefer to dry it in moonlight instead of drying it in kind of sunlight, or I will just leave it on like a not sunny day on the windowsill just to dry. So you'll need to do that for around 30 minutes or so until it's dry, but just be careful of discoloration basically. Repeat this each month or when there's a full moon, so then you can basically charge it. In the morning after the cleansing, this is basically how now you want to charge it, which I'll go into in a minute. So basically that is how you cleanse your crystal. So just run it under water, dry it on a windowsill, and then not in direct sunlight, and then just either, depending if you're going to be using it straight away or if you're not going to be using it straight away. So if you're just kind of putting it in storage, place it into the storage pot. You're going to be using it straight away, then place it into a silk little bag basically. So this now is going into how to charge a crystal. You will need to charge a crystal before you use it basically. So in the morning after the cleanse, hold the stone in the left hand. So if you're right-handed, hold it into your left hand. If you're left-handed, hold it in your right hand. And hold into the sunlight. Or if you're using a moonlight, hold it into the moonlight. Imagine the beam of light going into the crystal and the crystal getting quite warm and having all that energy going into the crystal. Pass on your emotion to the stone, and once it's full, which you will know if it's full or not, that is when you know to place it into a little bag, the silk bag, which is ready to use for your kind of spells basically. So you'll know if it's full because you will just get that energy feeling from it. You may feel it kind of like getting warmer, you may feel it kind of vibrating and stuff like that, but you will know basically when a crystal is full. So just hold it up into the sunlight or moonlight, kind of imagine all that energy going into there, pass your energy and emotions into it, and just make it get full before using it. Using a crystal, you can use it in many different ways. The one way that I like to do it is if I'm kind of doing something. So if I'm getting nervous over something, or if I've created kind of like a love situation, I'm going to ask someone out or anything like that, I will charge up a certain style of crystal and then kind of put it in my pocket or keep it on me, or if I've got any jewellery that I've got it, then I'll wear that after charging it. And that is the best way to kind of use kind of crystals. You can use it in spells as well. So if you want to kind of create a love spell, you can use it in the spell. You can cleanse it with some oils, stuff like that. Then put it in your pocket and use it, and that will kind of give you a lot more energy when it comes to doing what you need to do. So if you've got an important meeting and you need to keep calm, use a calming kind of crystal, then use a calming spell and keep it with you, and that will just keep you calm kind of like all throughout the meeting and stuff like that. So that's the best way to kind of use crystals. You can use them in other ways as well. So if you've got like a pain in your back or something, which is what I had to do recently, I charged my crystal and then I used it in circular motions into my back to ease the pain, and it worked really nicely. So that is basically the basics of crystal work. I hope I've explained it in the best way that I could. I think I have. Obviously there's going to be questions, so leave them linked below. I'm obviously going to be doing a big Q&A at the end of this because there's going to be tons and tons of questions. So yeah, if you enjoyed this video, then please give it a thumbs up. Obviously there's going to be different opinions, so leave your opinion below. I would love to check that out. And thank you for watching. Bye!